Yeah, to dive into your music, man, like I think you have a really, really cool sound and I think it's very, very unique. And I know it's definitely like the wavelength that I'm on. And I think that's why I gravitated to it so quickly and was like, I feel like this is something's happening here. And also just to touch on the fact that you say you're self-taught, so that's like really amazing because what I'm hearing is like really quality stuff. And I've been in music my whole life and I I'm just not a producer. I can learn what I can, from YouTube and stuff, but I just don't have an ear for certain things. I've always had to outsource that, and you know, little do people know, but they might know by now. But we did something together. We did something together, and
Yeah, we did.
and no, you really handled it in a nice way. And I mean, that hook, man, that hook is something else. I don't know if you want to maybe talk about how you came up with that, but
Sure, sure.
yeah.
Yeah, thanks for your kind words.
Hmm.
Um, what I wanted to say is, I forgot what I want to say, but I came up with the hook when I was actually when I was working out. I always
Hmm.
have this little space in my mind where I just would just go blank when I do something I like, almost like meditation. And I have that a lot when I work out. And it just came across with this hook. I don't know where it came from. I always been a fan of the Bounty Bar, and it's just so easy to rhyme, like Bounty Bar, Star, Far, and it just came across, just came up with this line. And then I sat down at my computer and tried out some stuff, and it just made sense. I don't know. It's really like it happened in an hour or so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I really appreciate your words, man, and I'm glad you're part of this.
yeah, yeah.
For
No,
sure.
I'm glad to be a part of it too because I think this is super organic, and I want to dive into like where just ideas come from. Was it the hook first that you came up with, or was it the beat first?
It was the hook first, like
The hook
the
first.
lyrics, the text, yeah,
Yeah,
and then the beat came afterwards. Um,
they fit so
uh,
perfectly.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's just a nice groove, and the melody. I can't really remember how I came up with it. It just was suddenly was there.
Yeah, it just fits perfectly.
Yeah,
And isn't that so crazy about like ideas and like creation and creative stuff? Sometimes it just like it comes to you and you have to capture it in that moment. And in this case, you got to write it down and just keep saying it over and over in
yeah,
your head. And okay, okay, that sounds good. Okay, maybe place this there. No, that doesn't sound good. Okay, you know what I mean? You just keep going and going and
yeah,
going till something till it
sure.
hits. That's awesome. Where do you
Oh
think
yeah,
all
I
that comes
remember what
from? Yeah, go ahead.
I remember what I wanted to say before.
Hmm.
Um, Everything I did was self-taught, but I really never felt like it's good enough. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just did it, and it just happened. So my quality is still not great. I still needs a lot of improvement. But just if you ever feel like doing something, just do it. That's how I did it, and you just have to stop caring if it's perfect or not. Just put something out, and that's what I did. And yeah,
No,
that's really all it
that
was.
makes so
Yeah.
much sense. I fully agree with that. And what I was gonna ask you was like, where do you think those like sparks of creativity come from? Like, have you ever like deep dived on that thought of like just where does this stuff come from? Like why does it channel through us and flow through us like that?
Yeah, it's an interesting topic. I'm kind of I'm a little bit spiritual in that sense.
Hmm.
Just say it's a higher power that lends you like an idea, and you can channel it and write it down. But that's just my way of seeing it. You can say it's just like your brain comes up with it, but that's a boring explanation if you ask me. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
just
no, I agree.
yeah, for sure.
I don't know where it comes from either, and it just sometimes it just happens, right? And it was so
Yeah,
cool that you came out with that Bounty Bar song because Archetype shared it, or he shared it and then tagged me, and I was like, immediately hit you up. I DM'd you, and I was like, yo, we got to do something. And you were like, yeah, no problem. You sent me the song, and I was
yeah,
like, yeah, let's extend the verses. And you were like, hey, no problem. You extended the verses, and then on the second verse, you had a pause on the second verse. and I actually had something in
Mhm.
mind there, and then I was like, "Yeah, hey, put that pause back right before the hook starts again after the second verse," and you were like, "Hey, no problem." You sent it to me that morning, and right after I got off work, 2 hours, boom, boom, recorded it, sent it to you, and it just, man, I don't know, it's just it just came together really organically, and I think this is a really cool thing that we're doing, and maybe you just want to talk about like what got you started in music, because I want to know more about like what what was it like the first time you heard music and said, "Oh, I actually want to create music rather than just listen to music."
Yeah. Um, my music taste is somewhat like a little bit dreamy.
Hmm.
Um, I like it when there's like a symphonic. Does it make sense?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know how
no,
to express it, but
100%.
like harmonic tunes in the background, but also like an aggressive beat. And I always enjoyed listening to stuff like that. And at some point, I just felt like I just want to try to create something that sounds similar. And yeah, just try to create some beats and make something out of it. It sounds like something I would like to listen to. And yeah, over time, I grew some confidence and added my voice, played around with it, like with pitch and the fine tuning and everything.
Hmm.
Auto tune, added some of that, and just played around. And that's pretty much how I come up with the stuff I do. Just play around until it sounds like something I would listen to. Um, but I can't really tell you exactly how it started or where it came from. It's just I've always been a fan of music and enjoyed listening to music, and it's always been part of my life, so to say. And yeah.